are filming a mukbang. This is one of my favorite type of videos because we get to sit down and eat and
talk.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, we're like both starving.
I've been up since 7:30 and have not had anything to eat.
Yeah.
I've had like a
it's
few
almost 1 o'clock.
But today we are trying the Popeyes chicken sandwich versus the Chick Fil A chicken sandwich.
Yes.
So I actually got the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes with no pickles because I don't like pickles. And I got the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick Fil A with no pickles because I don't like pickles. So.
And I got the regular chicken sandwich from Popeyes, the regular chicken sandwich from Chick Fil A. But look at the size of the packaging. And it kind of actually, like, this feels like it's really full.
Yeah, the Popeyes does look a lot bigger and fuller.
There's the Popeyes.
Alright, and here is my Chick Fil A. So I'm gonna go ahead and try one. So I think what makes the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich is the spicy mayo.
That's what
this is
what said.
This is like fried in like a spicy thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the Chick Fil A.
Okay. So Chick Fil A, I did let them put pickles on mine. They don't put very many, but. That is so good.
That is really good. It's very similar to McDonald's spicy chicken sandwich, but better.
Okay, so I have read somewhere where Chick Fil A actually marinates their chicken in pickle juice.
In pickle juice? I've seen that
She
everywhere.
does not like pickles, but loves Chick Fil A chicken.
Yeah.
I have a friend, she's actually another hygienist, and she, like, Chick Fil A is her favorite place. She does not like pickles, but she loves Chick Fil A chicken sandwiches.
I mean, whatever they're doing, they need to keep doing it because it's really good, but gosh,
I mean, look at the sandwich. It's huge.
We're ready?
Uh-huh. I didn't get as much meat.
Okay, so it definitely is just a regular chicken sandwich with just like a spicy mayo. But it's still really, really good. I think I prefer the like actual chicken to be in a spicy breading. Because then
I would too.
Then it's like more well-rounded spicy, if that makes sense. But this is still really good. So I'm gonna go to town on both of them. Honestly.
I wonder what it would taste like if you did like the spicy chicken from Chick Fil A, where it's breaded in spicy stuff, and then put the like spicy mayonnaise from Popeyes.
That would be like the ultra spicy chicken sandwich.
That would be pretty neat. I wonder if you could get like the spicy mayonnaise on the side or something, and then you could try that.
I don't know, maybe. We might have to try that one day.
All I know is I'm so hungry. I love their honey mustard at Chick Fil A. So I'm going to dip, because they don't put any like mayonnaise or anything like that on their sandwiches. So I'm going to dip my chicken sandwich in the honey mustard.
So we did ask on Instagram for you guys to ask us some questions or whatever. And a couple of you guys are actually new. So we've already answered this, but it is the whole like, why did y'all start YouTube, and how did y'all decide to start YouTube, and like why we do a channel together, and like stuff like that. So we're just gonna touch on it like really quickly. I'm sure we'll have to touch on it again like in a few months. But basically I had wanted to start YouTube for years and years and years, but never really did. And then one day she said that she wanted to start a channel, and I was like confused. I'm like, what? Like, huh? And then she mentions that she wants to start a channel with me. So then I was like, okay, sure, why not? So we get lights, we get a little like tripod thing, and
which is funny in and of itself.
yeah. So we get everything that we need, and we basically start our channel. I mean, there's a bit more to it than just that, but long story short, that's kind of how we started.
Well, and I don't know that I've ever mentioned this, but there was a channel, like, I had never known anybody to do, like, 2 people doing a channel. It's always been, like, one person, and then maybe their friends would come in or whatever and do, you know, like, vlogs and stuff like that.
And then I introduced you into 11th Gorgeous.
11th Gorgeous.
Which they're sisters.
And I was like, well, I knew she'd wanted to do YouTube for a long time, but she's more timid than what you would think. So, anyway, so I just knew, because she had never just jumped in and started, I just knew that she probably wasn't ever going to do it.
Yeah.
And then I was watching 11th Gorgeous, and I was like, hey, what about a mom and daughter? So, you know.
So that's
here we are.
kind of the story.
We've actually been doing this for a little over 2 years. So, we started in August of 2017. And after we got our first video up, everything kind of streamlined a little bit more.
It was getting to that point, like getting to the first video, like making it live and all of that, like getting it edited and transferred from this thing to this thing, and it was all of that was like really hard to figure out.
And I think we were close to like
just throwing in the towel.
This is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because we'd actually filmed our very first video, and I think it took us like 3 weeks to figure out how to get it from, because we did it on a camera. So to get it from the camera to a phone so we could edit it through like iMovie, we could not, I mean, like, we were trying Dropbox, and we were trying all kinds of stuff to do that. And then to try to get it back to where we could, you know, anyway, long story short, we finally did it. And we were so happy we finally got our first video up. And it's kind of been, you know, streamlined ever since then. So we have tried different editing software, you know, things like that. So, you know, I think we're always striving to do a little bit better with each video and as time goes on and stuff like that.
Hopefully our videos have gotten better since the beginning. And hopefully they continue to get better. But yeah, I mean, right now it's a lot of fun to, you know, be able to film and stuff like that. So we enjoy it. And
we're making lots of memories.
Yes.
And we can always look back, you know, as we get older.
Yeah, and she wants to, like, take it really morbidly and go as far to say, you've said it like 3 times. And I finally was like, stop saying that. But she's like, if anything ever happens to you, then I'll have videos of us to look at. And she's like, and same in my case, if anything happens, then
I mean,
you'll have videos.
Because you typically don't like video yourself like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I mean, before this, I don't remember the last time that we took like a video of each other or whatever.
Like, we literally never used to. And we still kind of don't, so.
Yeah, because she doesn't like to get her picture taken, so she's not going to want to get videoed.
Well, I get videoed every,
well, I know, but I mean, just
3,
like
4
random stuff. Rachel doesn't like to get her picture taken, so, and she's so timid that we've tried doing videos with her and stuff, and she just gets so camera shy, she can't talk.
She's done a few with me,
yeah. So, anyway, but we just love it. We have fun. We make memories.
You know on TikTok, you know the trend where they, like, it's playing like the Mario, and they start dancing, and then they dance a little harder, That's what I want to do eating this.
I know, it's so good. I'm so hungry. I actually think I like the Chick Fil A better than the Popeyes.
I feel like the spicy, they're so different. Like, they're both spicy, but they're both different ways that it's hard to choose which one I like better. Like, they're both so good. Like, I almost feel like if I wanted a spicy chicken sandwich, like Chick Fil A's, I would just get McDonald's spicy chicken sandwich. Yeah, because it's so similar.
Cheaper.
And yeah, it's less expensive.
A lot cheaper.
I feel like the Popeyes looks better.
It definitely, like the
if you put both
presentation
of
and
them
everything.
in front of me, I would go for the Popeyes.
Yeah, the presentation of the Popeyes looks a million times better than the presentation of that. It just looks bigger and better too. So
The bun looks way better.
True.
So another question that we got asked was actually what our favorite film was. And so I cannot pick just one. Like,
I know, it's so hard to pick just one.
I'm gonna have to pick like one from like several different genres. I think like in general, horror is probably my favorite genre. Because I love to just be scared for some reason. Like the adrenaline and all that, like I love it. So horror is probably my favorite.
It's definitely not mine.
And out of horror, I think that the whole like Saw series, I think that's my favorite. And they just recently, was it last year, came out with Jigsaw. It was so good, and I didn't like.
That's too creepy. Like, okay.
It's creepy, but
so
it's good creepy.
So, okay,
You know?
so horror stories, a lot of them, it's like, it's not believable. You know, it's just, it's weird stuff. So those things I'm not really
I
scared
feel
of.
like most of them are like really realistic though.
But
like,
when it's
Saw?
really, really realistic, and it's really like, okay, somebody could go crazy and they could do, like, somebody
Could
has
recreate.
the mind
I know.
to
That's
create,
something that
like,
I've always wondered is the
that
writers and
creeps
stuff.
me out.
The writers behind like all these scary movies, they must be so demented, especially whenever you're talking about people in like barbed wire cages, like trying to crawl through, and like the wires are just like
Kind of
like,
scraping through their
cutting
skin.
through like every inch of their skin, and their guts are just falling out, and like stuff like that. Like,
yeah, the writers have
how
to be
are you
like,
thinking of stuff like that? Or to put like a key, like pop someone's eyeball out, put a key in, and then pop their eyeball back in.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's in Saw. But like literally, I don't know how you think of stuff like that.
Yeah, but there are probably people out there that are demented enough that they literally could do something like that, and it would, I mean, those type just scare me. Like I will spend days thinking about, oh my gosh, that was really creepy. That was really, you know. So I don't like watching stuff like that. I would say like my favorite horror film is probably It.
Oh. That's a
And
good
not
one.
re-
It's not scary,
It's
but
not scary.
and it's not realistic at
and
all.
it's not realistic at all. It's like,
but it's like the newer one, right?
I actually like both of them. I don't know. I don't know which one.
It's
I
been
like
so long since
better.
I've seen the original. So I can't really give like a proper answer as to which one's my favorite, but I really love it. Like it's so funny, and it's weird to even say that about a scary movie. Like, oh, it was hilarious, but it just was. Like it's just so good.
So those are the type of things that I'm okay with watching as far as horror. Now, I do have a favorite kind of suspense movie, and I remember back when we were watching it, my husband is like, you watch a scary movie with him, then it's going to turn into a comedy.
I have a feeling I know what movie you're gonna say, and I've never seen it.
Really?
Does it have Will Smith in it?
Yes.
Legion? Or
No,
not Legion.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. That's what I knew. It was similar, like Legion, Legend.
And it's kind of one of those things. Okay, it's plausible that something like that could happen, but at the same time, it's kind of far-fetched that something like that could happen.
I have no idea what even happened. So,
but it was so like keep you on the edge of your seat. kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it actually was like super, super sad in the very end of it. So, I mean, that to me is a like perfect, well-rounded suspense film. So, I'm going to have to say that that's my favorite suspense.
So if we're talking about romance, my favorite romance, and I feel like the majority of like women's favorite romance, is The Notebook. You honestly cannot beat The Notebook.
I absolutely love The Notebook too.
It's so good.
That's one of my favorites.
Like, I can quote a lot of it, and it's kind of sad, but like, I just love it, and I've seen it like 5 or 6 times. So
you can't get much better than The Notebook. That is for sure. But I do have a couple that are kind of, I'm going to tell my age, kind of way back. Dirty Dancing, oh my gosh. I absolutely, like, I was obsessed with the movie forever. And then they still have references, like one commercial, not too long back. It had a reference where, you know, like the lady kind of runs and jumps and it doesn't end well. But Dirty Dancing and then Big with Tom Hanks. And they look at me like I'm crazy, like, we've never seen that, Mom. You know, that's kind of an old movie. I'm like, I really want you guys to watch that.
I do
like
want to see Dirty Dancing, but I don't know anything about Big.
Big is kind of, for those of you who were not old enough to watch it, like way back when. Okay, so this kid, he's like 10 years old and he goes to the, like, the carnival or whatever. So there's this, this machine and it has, this like wizard man or whatever that grants you wishes and stuff like that. And so, anyway, this little boy, 10 years old, he wishes that he was big. And so the next morning, he looks at it actually, and the machine is unplugged. So this wizard genie, whatever it is that's in there, Voltiv, or I don't know, you know, says your wish is granted. He looks and the machine's unplugged. So he wakes up the next morning and he is 10 years old, but he's in a adult body. And so then he falls in love and all that, and then...
And I have a feeling he ends up 10 years old again.
Yeah.
At the end.
So, anyway.
So predictable.
But it is so good. So if you get to watch it, like if you ever see, I don't know if it's on Netflix or Hulu or any of those
Probably
things, it's probably too old. But it is like the sweetest, kind of sad chick flick movie. So, yeah, those two are kind of our favorites.
Leave in the comments below your favorite movies, your favorite, like, genre movies, or, I mean, we obviously couldn't pick just one favorite movie, so...
There's a lot of good films.
Yeah, leave a comment as to what your favorite is, and then maybe we'll have, like, a movie day or something where we can binge a bunch of y'all's favorite movies. So.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, one more question before we go is, what is our favorite snack? And mine is Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Oh my gosh, yeah. The amount of Flamin' Hot Cheetos that I could sadly, unfortunately, eat a whole bag in like one sitting. Yeah, she loves those. It's a problem. I love it so much. That's one day she's gonna have a problem with her stomach. Like, seriously. Let's hope not. I've already had a kidney stone and that sucked. I drink lots of water though. I'm gonna say mine is probably crackers. I like chips and stuff like that, and I like crackers. Yeah, but crackers like Cheez-Its, Wheat Thins, like the Ritz, Townhouse, the Townhouse, the little square ones. Yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. We hope you really like stuff like this. If you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. That way we know exactly what kind of content that you really like. But there will be a couple of videos right over here. One of them being the holiday giveaway. So make sure you go check that out. Enter to win. And the subscribe button is right down below me. And until our next video, bye!